Hello, Ray Phoenix here. Welcome to Let's Play Mega Man 5 Part 6. So we're getting deeper and deeper into the bowels of Dr. Wily's overly generic castle. The same kind of castle we've seen in pretty much every Mega Man game this far. And looks like this time around Dr. Wily built some kind of network of wires and servers and things like that in the background, where he has Metroids guarding them from the looks of it. His Metroids are hanging on the ceiling. And he thought about doing things that would kill Mega Man for sure by putting spikes there that are really hard to jump over. And now we go into one level that's definitely not ripped off from anything we've seen before. This definitely doesn't look like that one level we saw in Mega Man 4 near the end of the game where it was underwater. We used the Rush Marine to navigate through the underwater corridors and the spikes and things like that. But now we don't have much Rush Marine this time around, mostly because Rush Marine was a really pointless version of Rush, a really pointless Rush that only worked in 2 levels of the game, and we only saw him in Mega Man 3 and 4, and he's gone in this game. Good riddance, he's gone. I guess it's good they got rid of something that was useless and gave us Rush Jet, which Rush Jet works exactly the same underwater as he does when he's not underwater. And Mega Man doesn't need anything to breathe underwater with, but for some reason those Met Tools seem to need to breathe underwater. They have scuba gear. I'm starting to wonder something. Are Met Tools really robots? We just assume they're robots because they're enemies in Mega Man games. Most Mega Man enemies are robots. But what if they're not robots? What if they actually are real living things and Dr. Wily enslaved their kind or enslaved their species and he forced them to be soldiers for him to fight against Mega Man? Never really thought of that before. The Met Tools being real living people? Conspiracy. That sounds like a pretty, seems pretty dark for Dr. Wily standards. He seems to have an infinite supply of them, which could easily diminish by grinding, which is what we're doing right now. So just gonna slide around here and grind for a bit and collect some stuff to replenish the energy we've lost, because we are going to be needing, because for the boss gauntlets coming up soon, we are going to be needing as much energy as we can and as many lives. So they do give you lives a lot in this game, which is no surprise considering the fact it's Mega Man 5. Still Mega Man 5, so you're still going to be getting a lot of lives, because Mega Man 5 likes throwing lives at us way more than they like throwing E-tanks or health or things like the other games like to throw at us. Mega Man 5's specialty is 1-ups. It's their specialty. And look at that, that tool kind of confirms it a bit too. The reason why there's so many of them is they reproduce so fast. When they get killed, there's little baby ones flying around that could probably grow up into other Met Tools. I was trying to think that Met Tools actually could be alive. And there's a whole army of them. They multiply rapidly. And that's why there's always so many of them for Mega Man to fight. Met Tools are in pretty much every classic Mega Man game that I know of. And they're in a lot of the Mega Man X games as well too. I think they're in just about every Mega Man X game except for Mega Man X2 and Mega Man X3. I still have the mice. They just reused all the enemies from the that we've seen throughout the course of this game. I think it would have been better if they recycled enemies from previous games and maybe made the levels more reminiscent of things from previous Mega Man games. It would be cool if we could relive the epicness of Mega Man 2 or 3, some of those things there. Like remember Mega Man 3 made us fight against all the Robot Masters, or Mega Man 2 again? That was pretty freaking epic. Why can't this game do something like that, but maybe it can be mixed up? It could have like Robot Masters from all the past Mega Man games coming back together to beat down Mega Man. That would sound pretty epic, actually. I think there's a lost opportunity right there. They definitely could have done that since Mega Man 3 came out 2 games ago, before this one, and they were able to do that. So this new guard guy is just going to be stomping on us. We could beat him down easy with the Power Stone. Looks like Stone Man's weapon actually does have a use after all. Guess it wasn't as useless as I thought it was. There's no real way to get across this without using the Rush Jet. Oh, look at that. That enemy is there again, so we're going to use not Gravity Hold, we're going to use Power Stone on him, because that's the weapon because apparently this guy's immune to gravity-based weapons, probably because he's so heavy, which wouldn't really make sense in low gravity or no gravity or whatsoever, but these things probably have their own sorts of logic that can only really be destroyed by using Stone Man's mostly useless weapon. So there's going to be another generic Mega Man boss coming up, a very generic type Mega Man boss, which you could easily destroy him with Greek Sandwich Man's weapon. Just use Greek Sandwich on him, and it will take out a lot of his health. Look at that, it's completely murdering him. It's ripping away all of his health. Rip away, rip away, rip away. This weapon actually is a lot like the Metal Blade from Mega Man 2, the more I think of it. Only it's just not as good, because we'll never see a weapon as good as Metal Blade ever again. Look at that, and it's really energy efficient too, just like the Metal Blade. It's like the soul, it's like the soul successor to the Metal Blade almost. Whoever thought a Greek Sandwich could try to live up to be a Metal Blade? now we're going to the level that's probably going to contain the boss gauntlet. We're going to have to fight against all the robot masters all over again. Because apparently the people at Capcom, when they made this game, they thought, let's just use the robot masters we fought already, leave them the same or mostly the same as is, and just have Mega Man fight them again. They were a real challenge the first time around, and now that Mega Man has all the weapons in the game at this point, surely they must be an even bigger challenge. So first we're going after Gyro Man, Greek Sandwich Man. Of course, Greek Sandwich Man is going to be, he's going to be a little bit more aggressive this time around. He's probably still a little ticked that we beat him last time, quite easy actually. And look at that, he made us use up all of our weapon, our gravity hold weapon, which is his weakness. But he's actually pretty easy to take out with the Mega Buster. Look at that, he's cornered us in the wall. He's really aggressive. He's really going at us. He probably wants to cut Mega Man's head off. I wonder if he can use those gyro things, those gyrocopter things he has to cut off Mega Man's head. He probably wants to do that for what we did to him. But no, he still goes down like a wuss. And now here's Gravity Man. We could take him out easy because we have his weakness this time around, Star Crash. Wonder why they call Star Crash Star Crash. I think a better name for this weapon would have been Star Shield. It uses alliteration, and then it's more true to what it is. It's a shield. But Star Crash suggests that it might be more like a nuke type weapon, like a weapon that nukes the screen, kind of like what Gravity Hold was trying to be. I don't know, maybe they were originally intending for that, but they thought, we already have a weapon kind of like that. Or that's vaguely reminiscent of that, the Gravity Hold. So those robot masters are dead. I always wonder why they keep them in capsules too. Pretty much most Mega Man games since Mega Man 2, the robot masters and the boss gauntlets are always kept in capsules for some reason. Are they actually the robot masters? Maybe since we already killed them before, maybe they're clones of them. Maybe Dr. Wily has a cloning facility somewhere where he keeps clones of them. These robots likely are. Now we know Dr. Wily's the main villain this time around. These robots likely were made by Dr. Wily, but we know he probably made Dark Man. This whole thing was just one of Dr. Wily's big schemes. These things probably were built by Dr. Wily, and Dr. Wily loves Gutsman, but he was never able to build anything that could live up to Gutsman's legacy, so he built the closest he tried to build was Stone Man, which doesn't really seem to work well. More like the thing, he looks more like the thing from Fantastic Four, more like the thing from Fantastic Four's wimpy little brother that can barely pick up anything. He's weak as hell. You could probably, oh, look at that, I just shot a bunch of napalms at him and he's dead. So who's our next victim gonna be? Who's Mega Man gonna... Oh, look at that. Starman, another wussy robot master. Starman, he sounds cool. He sounds like something could be a power-up in a Mario game. We could beat him easy by pouring water on him. Because pouring water on electronics, that kills them instantly. Most of the other robot masters in this game seem to be waterproof. Look at that, we defeated him again. He didn't even touch us once. Starman's probably the only robot master in this entire game that we defeated, and he didn't even touch us once. He didn't lay a single finger on us. Nobody lay a finger on my Butterfinger. More like Starman better not lay a finger on my Mega Man. So use Greek Sandwich Man's weapon against this Crystal Man weapon, because apparently gyros are so strong they could cut through crystal. Napalms can't cut through crystal, but gyros apparently can. And we barely had enough to defeat, because they're a very energy efficient weapon, we barely had enough to defeat Gyro Man. So we're going after Napalm Man, and his weapon is, of course, going to be Crystal Man's weapon, Crystal Eye, because throwing crystals and napalm really destroys napalms. They should have used crystal bombs when they fight in the war, and we'd have won that war in Vietnam if we used the crystal bombs instead. Or the Crystal Eye, or it's not even a crystal bomb, sir. It's a crystal eye, because it looks like an eye. Again, it's like an eyeball. It looks more like a pearl to me. Or maybe it's carved, maybe it's crystal carved into a ball. So we were wussy. We were actually very brave the first time we took on Charge Man. This time around, we're actually going to be wussies. He's a lot more aggressive this time around. So we'll be wussies. We're not going to use his weakness on him. We're just going to fight him using our standard Mega Buster. We're not even going to charge it. I'll be nice to him. I won't even charge it up. I'll just slide around and shoot him. We already got half of his health down. I have a Train Man. He's called Charge Man. I think he should have been called Train Man. He looks like, he looks like something that a 4-year-old boy would dress up as for Halloween and go trick-or-treating, and he probably would get a lot of candy. I don't know if he'd get a lot of candy. People probably give him a lot more candy because they feel sorry for him that he'd have to dress up like that. Which one of your parents talked you into doing this kind of thing? He could charge at us, and when he charges, he's invincible, just like a real train, because real trains pretty much are invincible when they charge at, like, really fast speeds. Trains would make awesome weapons of mass destruction if you look at it that way. Just taking off one sliver of his health at a time, just one shot, and it takes out a sliver. He only has 2 slivers left, 1 sliver. Oh, he's being cheap. He's gonna become, oh, there we go, we got him. And now we have full health, I think. Yep, we have full health again. So it's time to go take on Dr. Wily. Dr. Albert Einstein Wily. He's gonna use that garbage crusher thing. Yeah, he's gonna use a thing for garbage, man. That's why he built so many things to crush garbage. Like we saw in one of his earlier levels, he had a garbage crusher segment. He's gonna go around and try crushing us with that garbage crusher that he's flying around. He's moving back and forth in a large garbage crusher, but could defeat him easy just by using charge shots. Really easy to beat this without taking a single hit. Never shoots anything. There's no other enemies that appear. No, nothing. Just simply gonna try and crush us. The only real threat we have are those spikes in the middle of the screen. We could jump over those spikes easy. Just hold down the charge shot and fire it into him, and it takes out quite a bit of his health actually. Because that he's already like 3/4 of his health are already gone. These people are really lazy when they made this game. They just thought, this game is made for kids. They thought, kids that play this game are not gonna like it if it's too hard. Let's just make it easy. What's the point? We already did what we could do with Mega Man. We already proved our point with classic Mega Man. We need to make, something, I don't know. We already proved it could be proved, so more is there to say. Let's just make this game and earn us a quick buck, and then we could, have it generate revenue for our company, which is what our company's real goal is to generate revenue, right? That's what it's really always been about all this time, right? Companies making more money. This is Ray Phoenix signing out.